The president of the International Bar Association, Jeremy Carey, says the world must harness innovation without compromising fairness, accountability, transparency, and human dignity. He emphasized the need for cross-jurisdictional dialogue to ensure artificial intelligence advances justice rather than undermine it. He made these remarks while delivering his address at the 2025 International Bar Association Conference in Canada. TVC senior reporter Celestina Area reports.
Jeremy Carey urged legal professionals to remain stewards of institutions, guardians of rights, and intermediaries between power and the people. The keynote address was delivered by former Supreme Court Justice of Canada, Rosella Abella, who stressed the importance of a just and equitable rule of law in the age of technological change. For Nigeria, this conference provides an opportunity for legal practitioners to stay abreast of emerging trends in law and new technologies shaping the global legal landscape.
Learning new technologies, new techniques, then some of the laws that you think should be updated or how they are practiced in some other jurisdictions and how they will rub off on your own system. There will always be something to learn and to take away.
Public opinion should not influence the decision of judges, because if they give natural decisions, over time it will come to play. For instance, if the decision has gone to an appellate court or a court of superior jurisdiction, and that decision is now upturned based on public opinion.
All about, collaborating with the whole world when it comes to legal issues, and Nigeria will not be isolated. And when you talk about jurisprudence, it's not about the nation as well, but about the people. Particularly we that make laws, we need to carry our people along. They have to understand what we do. They have to understand the consequences of the laws we make, and they have to, buy into it, because we cannot make law in isolation of our people. And, the law itself is all about the people, globally and locally.
For the former Justice of the Supreme Court of Canada, Justice Abella, democracy thrives not only on the rule of law, but also on the rule of justice, and lawyers and the world in general must embrace global peace and not global hate. Celestina Area, TVC News, Toronto.
Joining me live is Celestina Area. Celestina, what is the central theme or focus of this year's IBA's conference, and why is it significant to the global community?
The theme for this 2025 IBA conference is Lawyers, Leaders for a Changing World. And this is important because it centers on global legal innovation and technology. Discussions within these topics will be held as it pertains to artificial intelligence and the use of technology in our jurisprudence and in our courts, because we've seen now that our courts are going virtual, and AI has been set to ease the burden of judges as well as lawyers, but it should be used in accordance and not to erode the real essence of justice. And also conversations around environment, social, and governance will be held, talking about their sustainability, and also have conversations as it pertains to intra-African trade and bridging the gap. So also have a conversation as far as it pertains to access to justice in terms of, and also democracy in terms of anti-corruption and human rights. So these are just little of the conversations that will be had, because in attendance they have over 5,500 participants, as well as having 300 sessions that will talk about various topics, and also have across 130 jurisdictions from Africa to Asia to Europe to across the various continents.
Okay, Tina, how well is Nigeria represented at this conference, both in terms of participation and contributions to discussions?
Well, over the years, we've seen that the Nigerian Bar Association has been one of the associations that attends the IBA conference in their numbers. And here at the conference, we have the Minister of Justice in attendance, we have senior lawyers, we also have the chairman of the of the EFCC, I beg your pardon, in attendance. We have lawyers from various fields of endeavors, from family law, company law, property law, you name it. And we also have Nigerians participating in various sessions as speakers and also as chairpersons of the session. We have Justice Ngozika Okazabo of the Court of Appeal, Abuja. She will be chairing the session on mediation, if judges should allow it or frown against it. And also, she is a speaker and also the session that has to do with trends of law. I will also have Yinka Edu, who will be speaking on the session that has to do with mining and the transaction and financing negotiation of mining. We also have speakers from the Bayes University in Abuja who will be speaking on various issues. So Nigerians are participating and they are also involved in the various sessions.
Lastly, I'm just going to ask you, what are some of the key global legal issues discussed this conference, and how relevant are they to the Nigerian justice system?
Okay, first off, the keynote speaker for the opening session made mention about humanity, that we should be patient with ourselves as different countries, different nations coming together, and global peace is one of the things that have been spoken in this conference today, that nations should understand the workings of other nations and how it affects their country in particular. Talking about global trade and global investment, these are the key things that was highlighted at the opening ceremony. And moving forward, we'll also see conversations with respect to these topics being held at the various sessions.
Thank you very much, Celestina Area, reporting live from us for Canada. Thank you so much.